Hello and welcome to Ellen Ruth Soap. I'm Ellen back here and we're getting right into the soap today. And I'll tell you the groundwork I've got done. I'm so excited. This smells divine. I'm making a chocolate and lavender. Oh boy, this smells great. So that's the fragrance today. In here I have my butters and my liquid oils. I have organic colloidal oats, kaolin clay, and the fragrance. And that is what I have going on in here. Over here, our special ingredient, because of the chocolate lavender, I wanted to use buttermilk. So I have raw, organic, homemade buttermilk in here for my lye solution with some tussa silk fibers, and I am going to be adding a little sodium lactate to this to firm it up. For my color swirls, I have this cappuccino, whoops, sorry, my gloves are in the way. This cappuccino mica from Brambleberry, and to this I've added some organic cocoa powder dispersed in a little bit of oil, so that's going to be my chocolate portion. And for my purple I have this ultramarine lavender, and I have that dispersed in a little bit of oils here, so that's going to be my lavender color. I have some piping bags ready. If everything's behaving, I'd like to do a little bit of piping on top. And then to top it all off, I have these gorgeous lavender buds that I'm just going to sprinkle lightly over everything when it's all done. So that is the plan. So I'm going to be hand stirring this until I get my colors split, and then we will stick blend as needed. Oh, and also I forgot to mention, for my olive oil portion in this, I used my lavender infused olive oil that I solar infused, and so that just kind of adds to the gentleness and the lavender scent. So that is also in here. So good. Oh my word. All right, let me pour in this creamy buttermilk lye solution here. Oh, and I did add about, I'd say 3/4 of a teaspoon of titanium dioxide to my lye solution because it got very, very yellow, and I just wanted it to be a little bit brighter color so that my colors would stand out. So there is a teeny bit of that in everything. You know, I never would have put lavender and chocolate together on my own as a fragrance, but this, it really smells great together. I'm kind of digging it. All right, I think we've got some emulsion going on here. I'm going to pull this out and set it aside. And we will pour off our colors for our swirl, and I do have my hanger tool over in case I want to run a hanger through the swirls, make them lovely. There we go, that's kind of full. I'm going to add a little more to my lavender. All right, there we go. So, this out. Keep all my little drips cleaned up. So here are my colors. I'm going to do my chocolate and my cocoa cappuccino mica mixture here. I have to scoop up a little of the dough in there and kind of loosen it. It got really thick. Cocoa powder can actually speed up trace because it absorbs liquid. It's kind of like a bentonite clay that way, and so you kind of just want to be mindful of that when you're using cocoa powder. Just something to keep in mind. I'm just going to stir this and see if the brown is where I want it. Yes, that's going to be perfect. Okay, now come skip on over here to our beautiful ultramarine lavender. There we go. Let's stir this and make sure the colors are where we want them before I move on to my stick blender. That's kind of a fleshy color almost. I'm not digging that. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a little more in here. I want a lavender color. I don't want it to be like blushy, fleshy color. To me, that's not really pretty. I don't want flesh-colored soap, you know? All right, and ultramarines don't disperse very quickly, so I'm gonna go ahead and scoop this over and get my stick blender in here just to make sure it's really well and blended in there. There we go. Now we're getting up into the lavender range. Just a quickie stick blend over here just to make sure it's blended. Now, let's come in here and do a nice drop swirl, and maybe we'll run a hanger through it.